Guys, Mr. Fluffy Pants here. Today guys, another video, and today guys I'm reviewing Talladega Nights, the Ballad of Ricky Bobby, which is a Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly comedy that came out in 2006, and, this is, Will Ferrell at his classicness, this and Step Brothers, but, to be honest, I kind of actually prefer this over Step Brothers. Like, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love Step Brothers, like, one of my favorite comedy movies of all time, but Talladega Nights holds a special place in my heart. Like, I love this movie to death. Like I said, it came out in 2006, and this is probably one of the most quotable movies ever. Just everybody I know always quotes this movie. Either as, if you ain't first, you're last, or, I want to go fast. I just love this movie. But pretty much, Will Ferrell plays Ricky Bobby, which, his whole life has wanted to go fast. His dad is kind of a speed demon or whatever. He wasn't really in his life, but he's like, I want to go fast. So whenever the opportunity comes, he is a NASCAR driver, and he starts winning a bunch of stuff, and becomes world famous, which is really awesome. And his best buddy Cal Naughton Jr., played by John C. Reilly, is also a NASCAR driver under the same company or whatever. I forgot what it's called. The enterprise that a bunch of racers are under, but he's kind of a jerk to Cal. Not really though, but he's like he never really lets him win. He always lets Cal always lets Ricky win, I guess, friendship. But also, I should probably mention, I'm basing this review off the unrated version. I watched that recently. I have seen the theatrical version, I believe, but I'm basing this off the unrated version since that's the most recent version I saw. And, his Ricky Bobby's whole world starts crashing down before him whenever this new driver from France, I'm not even going to try to pronounce his name, to be honest, but it's, we'll just call him Pierre, I guess. I forgot what it's called, or Jean Gerard, I guess. But Jean or Jean, or I don't know, let's just call him Pierre. But Pierre is, even one of the best racers in the world. And, Ricky has an injury from him, broken arm. So he's out of it a little bit. And, he starts making the rounds as, the best NASCAR driver now. And then Ricky Bobby, is desperate to beat him, so he ends up getting into a pretty big accident on the track, which leaves him pretty messed up. Like, he runs around with his clothes off thinking he's on fire. It's hilarious. This movie is hilarious, but that's when his whole life starts falling apart. Cal hooks up with his wife because his wife doesn't want him anymore because she's kind of a gold digger or whatever, and he's having to deliver pizzas and living with his mom or whatever. So his life really has been at least crashing down before him. This is kind of a redemption story, which, I absolutely love redemption stories, and this one is just so great, especially, whenever his dad comes back into his life, to help him want to go fast again. There's one funny thing where he's like, Ricky Bobby's finally back on the track, and it shows how fast he's going, 26 miles an hour. It's hilarious, but, the whole hospital thing, Mike Concho, probably one of the funniest things I've ever seen, and also, the whole thing about the knife in the leg, absolutely hilarious. I accepted it. I got me a handicap accessible van. Hilarious. Like I said, probably one of the most quotable movies out there. But, he starts to get his pride and his want to go fast back. But and one of my favorite scenes from the movie is whenever his dad's like, I taped about a couple kilos of Colombian Bam Bam under that car, and the cops are coming for you right now. So are you going to go to jail or drive? And he drives like a maniac, and I absolutely love it. That scene is just so great. Him getting back his speed. Like, I love it so much. And then, that final, the actual race day in Talladega, where he actually beats John Giald, or forgive me, but he beats him on a foot race, which, is not technically legal, but he's like, and we also learned that he's like, I came to America so you could beat me, but I'm not going to let you beat me, or whatever, but he's like, I want you to beat me so, I can move on to better things, or, something like that. But, like I said, one of the most enjoyable movies out there. Also, in the unrated version, there's a scene near the end where they, I guess let's just say, some cell phones taking pictures of some certain body parts, and it is absolutely hilarious. Like, I laughed so hard. I'm pretty sure that was an addition in the unrated version, but and this movie also has a great soundtrack, which I'm a sucker for a great soundtrack, and this sure the heck does. Like, this is probably one of the most classic comedies for me, at least. It's definitely one of those greats, up there with Step Brothers and, to a lesser extent, Semi-Pro. But, and also NASCAR. I love, watching, like, movies like that, especially, like, Logan Lucky, which I still need to review. But, definitely one of the, I guess, be all a comedy movies. Like, whenever I think of a comedy movie, I think to this, because this is just such a classic. Even like his kids and his mom, I love all those scenes because she's trying to tame them like wild horses, and you got Applebee's in there. There's just so much great stuff in this movie. Like, you absolutely have to love it. I'm gonna give this movie a 9 out of 10. Like, I just love it so much, especially Will Ferrell's character. He ends up hooking up with Susan, which was his old assistant, because his wife is just a money digger, like I said. But if you have not, well, I guess I should have said at the beginning, but if you have not watched this movie, please go watch it. It is fantastic and one of the greatest heights of Will Ferrell's career, in my opinion. But anyway, guys, let me know what you rate this movie down below. Like I said, I give it a 9 out of 10. Check out my Twitter and Discord, link in the description. Like and subscribe for more. Check out some of their videos, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!